Okay.
Good morning, YouTube. Today on Talk, we're going to discuss a little bit about heroes, possibility, reality, superpower, people, decisions, and I don't know, a lot of things. My name is Endel Miller, and João, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is João. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm 30. I work as geologist for the mining sector, the mining industry, actually. And I like to listen to music, read some books, and get with my friends, go out with my friends. I think that's the point. I think that's the point of me.
Thanks a lot, João. Yas, your turn.
Hello, so my name is Yasmin. I'm 10 years old. I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher. I'm trying to learn French here. And I love cats too. And I have 3. So that's all about me.
Thanks a lot. And you, Bruna?
Hi, guys. I live in São Paulo with my family. I like dancing, eating, sleeping. I love listening to music too. And what else? I've been studying Spanish since the beginning of this year, and it's been a really nice journey, really challenging at the same time. And that's it about me.
Okay, nice. Thanks a lot. So guys, here we already know that we start with some questions and then we can create others and so on. But I would like to start with the second one. Does the world need a superhero and why? Very provocative question. Bruna, please share with us.
I don't know if the world needs one or a lot of superheroes. I think superheroes can't solve all the problems, like at least not alone, right? So we might need more than one to solve and to help other people, so I think we need a lot of superheroes. That's
okay. And João, how about you? What do you think? What's the point of you?
I think we have 2 points here. The first one is if world needs a superhero in a real way. The superhero there's and I don't know. I agree with Bruna. As we see just one strong power does not solve all the problems of the world, of course. But in the imagination way, I think in movies and in books, I don't like superheroes, but I think helps people that love the art of read some book of superhero or watch some movie, and the point of the video that you show in the first time, I think that's a good point. The 3D, the character of the superhero, it's important and could show us a way of living with problems, dealing problems. I think that's the point. That's the second point.
Yeah, very nice answer, because I'm thinking here, for example, Superman. Okay, he's an alien. He's an alien that very strong, that needs to live with humans. That's very weak, and he can become a dictator. He can, he can do a lot of things, but he has feeling with a girl that's human, and he needs to understand the human necessity and so on. So I love this kind of possibility of the superheroes, not only superheroes, but the history in general, to show us the possibility in a model of how can, this can be portrayed in a society, like, the model of the possibility of the human. This very, very good point. Thanks a lot, João. How about you? Yes. What do
I
you
think like the same as João and Bruna, maybe not like a superhero, but someone to lead, to guide the society, someone that takes control of everything, but in a way that will be nice for everyone. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, in other hand, we need to think that if we have a superhero here that takes all the decisions, we don't need to face the problem, like, because we have a superhero to have this decision, like, I will solve this problem. And, it's a kind of way to avoid to take decision because it's so hard to take decision, and we know that.
Good point.
Yeah. So, Bruna, what superpower would you like to have? And why?
Oh gosh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe being visible. I think it's a bit cliche. I was trying to think of other superpowers, but like reading mind, and this stuff. Maybe being invisible or flying would be nice, being invisible because I would be able to access places maybe people wouldn't see me accessing, so it would be nice. And flying because I could go anywhere I wanted, that's nice. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, how about you?
I think maybe I would like to know things without see, just know, because I'm too curious, and sometimes I see things that I wouldn't like to see, but I want to know. So maybe to know the things without seeing.
Good one. How about you, João?
Travel time, of course.
What?
But travel time.
Travel time?
Travel time.
Yeah, this is very dangerous.
Yes, could be dangerous if I change the past. I think the results in the present it will be so dangerous. But I think that's a good superpower. I would like to have.
Yeah, I would like to control my brain sometimes, to stop my brain, like, just stop it. I need to relax right now. That's my superpower. And this kind of travel time, we have a lot of example in the cartoons and movies about travel time. So sometimes we want to change something but we don't. We wanted to change a specific thing without thinking in the possibility, in the occurrence of the things, like, I will do that, but if I do that, something could happen, and so on consequently. So this is a very dangerous superpower.
And it's interesting because I feel that when we have this control, things don't happen naturally, because you are controlling everything the way you want things to happen. Also, it's a bit frustrating or like bad, because you're not, I don't know, enjoying the moment the way it is. It's not that nice because you are creating it. It's a bit selfish too.
Totally. And it's very silly. Sometimes I think that kind of a villain that want to be the king of the world. Like, now I'm the king. How about now? You are already the king of the world. So guys, let me see other question here. Yeah, the very good one. Because it's about chapter, a movie. It's about the movie also. If superhero existed, Do you think, question number 5, do you think they should be supervised by the government? What will be the pros and cons? Here we have to take a side. João, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe the government doesn't have the power for supervise a superhero, or I just think that's the not gonna work. I think that's the point. I think that's the point.
But in
I
other
don't see-
hand, but in other hand, you can let the heroes free to do everything without supervision.
Yes.
Will be a problem also, isn't it?
I think we just have I think the government can try to supervise, but you see, as we have some problem with normal people, we will have the same problem with superheroes. Of course, that's the point.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yes, what do you think?
I don't think so. And like the government here, they don't take control of the things that they have, you know.
I won't say anything about that.
So I think they would not like supervise them. I don't think that they are capable to do this, you know. So
Yeah.
I think it's better if
Have a
superheroes
point.
supervise the government.
Yeah, the other possibility. Very good. Bru, what do you think?
Oh gosh, this is a hard one. I agree with Yas when she said maybe it would be better to have the opposite, you know. But it's nice, you know, because how would the rules be, you know, like what, because I just like we were watching on the video, you know, we have this idea of superhero as being perfect, you know, when actually they are not. If you are like familiar with the stories, you can see it. And I think at some point it wouldn't be so nice, you know. There I can see some cons, like sometimes superheroes, they break the rules, you know, and it's okay. And it's like, this is the nice part, right? But when we have this control or the supervision, I think it wouldn't be that helpful, you know. I'm trying to think of the police, you know. I'm not saying they are superheroes, but I don't know. I just started thinking about it. I don't know if you guys can help me with this idea.
Yeah. Did you watch this movie, this specific movie? Is Civil War. Yeah, that is basically
the Avengers?
the Avengers Civil War.
I think so. I think so.
The core of the problem is about that, you know. Part of the heroes, they think that they need to be supervised by the government, and other part, you know, want to be free. They want to be free. So the conflict starts, you know, because the government tried to take in prison the heroes that want to be free. So in my point of view, I think the government don't need to supervise the superheroes. However, the government and humans, you know, needs to have a kind of some way to stop the heroes. You know, for example, if you heroes start to do something aggressive or, you know, bring problem to, you know, to the world, to the earth, somehow we need to find a way to stop them.
Good
For
point.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I think, the unique point I can see, because I think the government cannot, you know, stop the heroes. Like, it's not possible. But I totally agree also with Yas, you know, imagine you know, a dictator government with superheroes. You know, will be a mess, like, you know, taking the people, and will be a very, you know, will be a very problematic stuff. So, let me see here. Question number 6. I think you already know this quote. With great power comes great responsibility. Is it mandatory to assume the responsibility of a power that you did not ask to have? It's a philosophical question. Okay. Yes, please.
Well, it's really difficult because, like, sometimes maybe you need to have this power to survive. So I think yes, but it's too difficult, like to keep with something that you don't want, right? So yeah, I think so. I think we need to assume the responsibilities, and maybe if you don't want this, try to change if it's possible.
Yeah, it's a very, very good question, isn't it? Like, because, you know, if you don't want, you know, the people will ask to, please help me, but I don't want. I just want to stay, you know, quiet and so on. João, how about you? What do you think about this trap?
I agree with the phrase. I think it's not about the side that you don't ask the power, that you don't ask to have the power. It's about that you just have it, and you don't could change. If you could change, as Yasmin said, but I don't think that's the point. I think you have, and you have to use as the better way. I think that's the point. But
Perfect.
you can esconder, o que seria?
Right.
And you can hide all the time, but at least 1 or 3 times you will show, and people, of course, will ask you to use in a good way.
Yeah, perfect. Very good. I agree. How about you, Bruno? Don't
I don't
agree.
know if I'm able to answer it. But I think, I don't know, because it's so complicated. I have no idea how to answer it. I don't think it's mandatory to assume this responsibility. Otherwise, you're going to impact other people, right? Of course, we are talking about superheroes, but other people become really powerful on the internet. For example, we have already talked about artists and everything, and this power they have, that it was given to them by their fans or by the supporters, and they need to. It's bad to say it, but when you have a lot of people counting on you or expecting things from you, it's a bad pressure, but at some point you need to deal with it, right? Like you need to be conscious of, be aware of the things you are going to do and say with the power you have, so I think I wouldn't say it's mandatory, but I would say it's responsible. It might be the best way to follow.
Yeah, because here we are talking about superpower and so on, but we can talk about the responsibility in general. Like if you have the possibility to take a decision, to have responsibility for something, would you assume or not? Like you can, you can talk about, that people would do that thing or this thing, but sometimes you have the power to do something different. Like, so if that people do not do, I will do, my way, the way I think it's better. So it's, it's you can say bad thing about the people, but if you have the responsibility and the power to take some decisions, I think it's important to deal with. I totally agree with you all. Let me see. Question number 10. Is intelligence a superpower? And money. João, what do you think?
For me, it's not superpower. If we could have intelligence and money in a natural way, and for me, intelligence, it's not the point. I think I like to think about the effort for get the intelligence, the knowledge. I think that's the point. Intelligence, all intelligence. It's not a good power as I see. If you think, if you are intelligent, if you have intelligence and don't practice a lot, you will be atrasado, you will be late for ask some questions. I think that's the point. And money, it's about the possibilities in the world. I think something like that, because money, it's paper, only paper. You change for things, and you don't you can't change for all the things in the world. And of course, it's not a superpower as intelligence too.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer this question. Bruna, what do you think? Go ahead, continue, John, if you want.
No, just that.
Yeah. Okay, Bruna, please.
Well, I don't know. I think it's complicated because we have lots of intelligences, right? Like different types of it. And I think like independently on the intelligence we are talking about, you need to know how to use it with the ones who are around you. So it might be a superpower if you know how to use it, and if you know how to adapt to the people who are around you. Because sometimes I feel that a lot of people are really intelligent, but they want to show, not to show, but to be the right ones, like I know this because I read this and that, so I am righter than you because I read this book and everything. So I think it is a superpower if you know how to manage it, like how to use it to connect people, to communicate. Money is a superpower in a capitalist system when you are able to afford things you want, and like when you have the things, like goods, when you have goods. But in general, I wouldn't say it is.
Thanks, Bruno. Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree with what Bruna said. Maybe the superpower is not the intelligence, but it's to share the knowledge that you have with someone. Like some people knows a lot about some subjects, but like they want to keep this with them. They don't want to share. So I consider the superpower to share with others what you know. And like as Bruna said about different kinds of intelligence, maybe like a cleaner knows things that the president don't know, so they can share things. So, and about money, I think money nowadays is opportunity, not a superpower, but if you have money, you have more opportunities to get things.
Yeah, yeah, good. I really don't know, because I think intelligence could be considered superpower in terms of, sometimes you know how to do things in a bad mood, in a good mood. It's a power, you have to consider it's a power. Sometimes, the people you will see you as an intelligent person, you can say a lot of things and you can convince a lot of people, that's the truth. And money also, you can buy a lot of things, you can manipulate a lot of things, and the society can create a lot of, I'm imagining here Silvio Santos, for example. Have you imagining how power he has, like, with if a channel, like to, control the people. So, in a realistic way, I think money is a superpower.
Yeah,
So we need
you're
to,
right.
yeah, so we need,
Both.
the point is the truth. I think the point is, how can we face this problem? Like, we need to protect, for example, see how many people here in our conversation say good thing about Elon Musk. The people usually see them like a superhero, like, oh my God, this genius and so on. But they don't know about the background, the whole thing about the money, the manipulation, and Jeff Bezos, and this kind of guy. The people usually see them like a superhero. It's so interesting with superpower. Oh my God, it's very, but they don't know about their background, and that's it. We need to, investigate. I think we might act just like the government, like try to supervise the people we like a lot. Like, oh, I really admire that person, but I want to know more first. Guys, question number 9. Are villains always bad people? Do the ends justify the means? João, what's your point on it? You think?
You can ask it again.
Question number 9. Are villains always bad people? And do the ends justify the means?
I don't remember a villain that are a good people. I really don't remember, and I don't agree if the phrase that ends justify the means. I think we have a moral way of thinking. If you are psycho or something like that, you just don't have the same way of thinking. And just because we have a deal or a goal that could be good for me in a way, or good for a person that I like, that that's not the point for me. For I do some bad things for other people. I think that's the point. We have the moral way of thinking. If you don't have, you could be a psycho, something like that. And in the superhero histories, you are the villain. I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Me neither, I think. Maybe Thanos. Yes, what do you think?
It's really complicated, but I don't think they are always bad, but they became bad because of something that they went through, like during their childhood, maybe. Like Cruella is one of the violence that we can see that, like,
perfect point.
She went through like difficult situations without her mother, and she needed to do things alone. So maybe because of something that happened in their lives, they needed to became bad.
Very good, very good. Yeah, because I'm thinking here about, for example, that I told you, Thanos. He said that, he wanted to kill half of the population just to save other half of population in a random way. So the moral, the sense of justice of him is totally distorted. I think that's the point. Sometimes a villain has the kind of the sense is a mess or something like that. Bruna, what's your opinion?
I agree with yes, at some point. I don't think villains are 100% bad all the time. Sometimes they're just facing a bad phase. I don't know. It's interesting because I am not a huge fan of superhero movies. So like we were watching Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
and I was watching Wanda, like, oh, she's terrible, like, what is she doing? And then I understood, like, after watching it, that actually she was like facing a bad moment, like things with the family and everything and her past. And I was like, okay, now I got her, so just like you said, I think sometimes they experienced something, in the past and made them the way they are now, so I don't think they are always bad. And do the ends justify the means? That's a really philosophical one.
Yeah, philosophical, political question.
Yeah.
Current question.
And I think so, yes. I would say yes, but I don't know if I can keep giving examples here. I need to think a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, she said well, yes. Yeah, about the movie that you told, Doctor Strange. The most part of people just see, the Doctor Strange, Wanda, and so on, the conflict, and okay. But need to consider, as a mom, would you do the same? The question is about that. As a mom, would you do the same? To have to have your kids with you. That's the point of the movie, If you have the power to travel, the travel time power, like Doctor Strange has, would you do the same to save the earth the way that you consider that is good? That's the question of the movie. So this is a very deep, but the people just want to see, the how can I the special effects and so on. So the Hollywood way to make a move, but we have a lot of questions there. Guys, now this question is just to stimulate your imagination. Question number 8. As an extraterrestrial, how do you think Superman views Earthlings? be an alien? Like, how do you think, or you consider that he see the human? He has a superpower, very strong, and so on. Take a guess. You can say anything you want.
He's a alien, but he's like a man, just like a man. You have the physical way of man. You see, and likes a girl. I don't know if maybe Superman doesn't see as uh, a uh, strange beings, and he was created by man,
Good
by a
point.
family,
Yeah.
by a family. He
Yeah.
has the values uh, of human being. I don't see. I think the creation with a family is the point that make this Superman almost a man with superpower. I think that's the point. I don't see the he's seen as men, stranger beings. That's the point.
Very, very nice. Bruna, how about you?
Um, I'm trying to remember here the movies I watched because it wasn't a lot of them, but like in Thor, I remember them talking about Earth like as humans were too emotional, like something like this. So I think this can be something, like um, a lot of emotions and feelings and too not too rational sometimes, but this is a really tough question. Um, yeah, I would say this.
Yes. How about you? The last before I take the people back.
Oh, it's really complicated. Maybe in the same way as we see like ETs, like maybe like strange, like weird people, and I need to protect my mine. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
in
you have this point, the sense of protection that he has. Like, oh, I'm very strong, so I need to protect these poor people.
yeah.
This is a point. But he has this sense just because he were raised by parents, like human parents that found him. And in the Hollywood way, he can say, "Oh, I'm so beautiful. Oh, how is a beautiful guy, very strong." But yeah, this it's a very interesting to and try to understand, the way he see the humanity. So guys, welcome back. How was the conversation? Ricardo, how
Yeah,
was
my
the
friend.
conversation?
I have to go, and it's good you choose me the first place. No? Well, it's the talk was good. I listened to my colleagues, my friends. No? I could mention like Charles and Jefferson, even Notice. I think is a part of the learning. I think is when you
Perfect.
talk with everyone, you receive a lot of information. So that's good. I think is the topic is a kind of metaphor, and it's not
Totally.
because surely the superhero doesn't exist, but I think it's possible to choose a guy and this guy is served like an example, a person that
Perfect.
you could see and I don't know, do the same things. When you have a father and you are an honest guy and you respect everyone and help poor people or something like that, is possible to see this guy, and this is a good thing for me. And I, as you told for my colleagues, I think is, in this particular in our country, everyone that you receive a minimal salary and they have to pay bills and they have to pay food, and I think is you have children and is necessary to give food for them. It's could be a superhero, in my opinion.
Perfect. Very good. I agree with you. We are kind of survivor. We need to fight every single day to make our money. And yeah, that's
Thank you,
thanks a lot,
guys.
Ricardo.
I have to go.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
week.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. So I have time to order question here. Charles, question number 10. Is intelligence a superpower and money?
Oh, we already discussed, so talk about this question in the break room. And for me, intelligence, of course, it's a superpower. But nowadays, money, it's a superpower too. In the world there we live nowadays, I guess, money it's more superpower than intelligence. It's not my
Yeah,
opinion. I think
yeah.
in the world, all right?
Very
That's
good
it.
point. Very good. Guys, I share with you this this survey. Please help me to improve this conversation, you know, give me suggestions and telling me what you think about this conversation and so on. I'm trying to change a little bit the mood, because now we have you know, have a lot of different conversations here. So I want to, you know, to balance my conversation to be synchronized with others. So that's it. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a nice week. And see you in the next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Have a nice
Thanks.
day, guys. Thank you.